otherwise known as Wednesday. All right. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. How exciting is that? Now let's wait for people to join. Always that awkward moment as we sort of, hang out here and wait. Let's browse Kickstarter. The Awakening Tarot Deck. This looks interesting, but it only has 16 backers because they only have a whole one picture to choose from. Got to have more than one picture. Recommended that you get more than one picture. Wolf, hello, and Jolly, and Larry, what is going on? Larry, I missed your stream today. Today has been busy. It has been a work emergency after another work emergency. So there is that. So what is everybody up to tonight? It is hump day. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday. How exciting is that? Let me find, speaking of exciting, let me find a, there we go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Nancy, hello. Healing. What is going on? We are back for more excitement and adventure. Queen Famous, welcome back. What's going on? Jen, hey, how's it going? Jen says, I enjoyed your painting video. Do you paint in tarot room or do you have a studio? I don't really have a studio. I just paint in a big room. Wolf and Jolly, can I ask if V will come back and give me our connection a chance? Oh, so is V coming back or not? Now that is a good question. Is V coming back? Queen Famous wants to know, is Johnny thinking about me? About being in a relationship with me? Let's check that out. All right, so QF. Blah, welcome. What's going on? Look like Blah takes a priority there. Blah, what's up? It has been a minute. How are you doing? I think for Blah's reading, we'll use the Thoth once we figure out what is going on with Blah. By the way, while we're waiting for Blah to type it out, I have I made a new card today. This is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is a disgruntled chocolates. And it was busy at work today, so I just left these blank. So you can use your imagination and determine if they're white chocolate or if they have been disintegrated or what's going on. You never know. That's the action-packed part of this, right? Anyway, wait for Blah to type out a question. Does M like me? That's right, M. The James Bond. M like me or not? All right, you passed probation. That's a good thing. It's always good when you get some probation. Nancy, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? Tonight, Nancy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Thinking about rescuing a kitten. Oh, you're thinking about rescuing a kitten. I love those rescue videos on YouTube. Those are always so awesome. Nexus, hello. What's going on? Antonella, hello as well. All my two people that represent lands in video games joined immediately after each other. Nexus and Antonella at the same time. What is going on? AM, how are you doing? The Delicious Three of Swords. That's pretty good name there. I see what you did there, AM. I see what you did there. That's pretty clever of you. All right, let's figure out about M like me or not. Are we overthinking this? Are we overthinking it or not? Because sometimes we just don't know. If James Bond, M, wasn't M the one, isn't that the lady that's in charge? M? I think so. I believe so. Let's move this down a little bit. There we go. Pretty cool. We got to put this at a wild angle, but sure, there we go there. Brianna, welcome. What is going on? So does M like me or not? Are we overthinking it? Well, the Heartbreak card says that, we could be a bit challenged here. Now, you do notice that it is right side up. So we are heartbroken with the Three of Swords. Speaking of the Three of Swords, I just showed mine. Brianna, you missed it. I just showed it. So they're, the Three of Swords, the Heartbreak card. And that's interesting that that's in Libra, right? So do they like you or not? I think they're sort of on the fence with this. Do you think they want to communicate with you? I don't think that they want anything like long term. I do think we have some sort of an issue there. So if you're looking for somebody that's going to be super, super receptive, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see any cards that would indicate that they just really enjoy, they really enjoy you. We need to be together. We need to be together for the rest of our lives, and we're soulmates. I just don't see any of that over here. So we have a bit of a discrepancy between there. So speaking of which, I need to move that up some. There we go. So we just have a discrepancy there. We seem to be off balance with that as well. So, I mean, it's like that they don't really want to tell you they hate you, but they don't really want to tell you that they love you either. So, I mean, it's just a matter of that combination, right? Because again, we have the veil is down. They've seen everything that they want. They are, Nancy, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. They see what they want. They don't seem to be in that connection mood. We don't seem to have the balance there. They do want to communicate though. So in other words, okay, so you could be friend zoned, or they could be in something where they just not really sure that they want to move any farther, but they just want to communicate and then see how it goes. So you could have those situations. I want to warm up to you, or I've already warmed up to you and I don't like you. Let's friend zone you. You could be in either one of those situations, but they do want to communicate with you. So, I mean, if you just want a buddy, you just want someone to hang out with, I just want someone to talk with, So I would go ahead and do it. Worst case scenario, you made a new friend, right? You made a new friend. How bad is that? Modern Metaphysic, what is going on? How are you doing? Bartman is here as well. All right. Speaking of the Three of Swords, I finished mine today. In case you're curious what it looks like. See, wait a minute. Let me go get it again. In case you're curious what it looks like before Photoshop hits it. This is it. So, I goofed up there. I done goofed, and I didn't dry it before I did it. So in case you're wondering what these things look like before they hit Photoshop, that is what they look like. You can see little staple marks, all this other stuff too. Anyway, that is the Three of Swords. Speaking of the Three of Swords, I do want to use the Muse Tarot for this one. We have a kitten situation. Can you really go wrong with adopting a kitten? I mean, can you really? I'm leaning towards yes. Just go ahead. Just yes. There you go. Bartman, will I ever have a girlfriend? Well, Bartman, that seems to be up to you. Let's find out. Hello. What's going on? And Wolfie, welcome as well. Is your heart made of chocolates? Well, considering that I was 410 pounds, my stomach was made of chocolates. I mean, my stomach was made of chocolates and pizza and Oreos. Ooh, I loved Oreos. And cookies. I loved cookies. I would have a pizza on Saturday night, and then I would watch football on Sunday, and I'd eat the rest of the pizza on Sunday. So, it wasn't actually a mystery as to why I was 410 pounds. So, looking at a kitten, well, we want a kitten or not. The Queen of Materials, the Eight of Materials, the Five of Voices. I'm not sure the Lord of Defeat is in here, as far as that's concerned. The Four of Materials, reversed, says it is about sharing. It is about giving. It is about, not being alone or not being by ourselves and things like that. So the Four of Materials, we're hanging on to things. We're holding on to what we have without, maybe need to give a little bit. And so the giving seems to be sort of emphasized here. The Four of Materials reverse says, let's do a bit of a giving. Don't hold on to what we have. Let's give some other things, other people an opportunity. Now, the Queen, as we just did the video of the Queen of Pentacles, is all about planning, but never actually gets up and does stuff. So if we're going to adopt a cute little kitten, then we want to make sure that we have everything ready, right? We want to make sure that we're willing to do the work that's going to be involved with taking care of the kitten. The litter box doesn't smell great. You definitely need some sort of a little tower not, you know, not a tarot tower, but you need one of those towers with a sisal rope around it so the cat will scratch that instead of ruining your couch and all this other stuff. So the Queen of Materials says, let's do some planning before we get the kitten and make sure that we can get the resources that we need, right? So you're going to need something for the kitten to sharpen the claws on other than your couch. You're going to need the litter box. You're going to need a few toys. You know, just make the preparations before the kitten gets there is what this is saying, right? The 8 of Materials, it is going to be some extra work. Make sure you're willing to do the work. The last thing you want to do is pick up a pet and you're not really ready to do the work that needs to be done to maintain the pet. So, you know, I mean, cats are going to get on surfaces. If you do painting and stuff, you can't leave out your oil paints because the cat is going to get in those oil paints and stroll all around the place. So we need to organize that, make sure all that's kind of ready before we head out to do that. But the 5 says, you know, just go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. So, you know me, I'm all for adopting animals and going to shelters and walking the dogs. And anyway, so asking me this question, you know where I'm leaning before we even start. So, I mean, you know, there's that. But, I mean, you go ahead and get it, right? So let's get prepared for the kitten. Let's get all the stuff we need. Let's watch some videos if we're not, you know, sort of prepared for this particular breed or what have you. So, yeah, I mean, go for it. Basically, it's saying go for it. You have a new best friend. You can't really go wrong with a new best friend. I mean, that's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. All right. I eat healthy food and stay away from junk food. Yeah, that was my thing there, too. That did fix it. It was like magic. It was like magic. Sazia, hello. Lavender Seas. What a great name. How are you doing? Well, very cool. Anyway, yeah, good luck. And let us know how the kitten does. That's so sweet. All right. So DG from childhood. I'm not sure what a DG is. Distribution group? Distribution group from childhood and DS from high school are both showing interest. Ooh, we have a love showdown. Oh, new love showdown. We have a new love showdown. Let's get it on. I mean, let's get it on. We have to go to the love screen. And I believe we're pajama free. We are pajama free. Team Jordan, what's going on? All right. So let's do a new love showdown. And let's see. The new love showdown, doesn't we have a tower cam? No. I guess we can. Here we go. New love showdown. We'll do the mini deck. But you can't see it. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. We could do, let's do the Hobbit Tarot. New Love Showdown with the Hobbit Tarot. All right. We're not ending soon. Take that off. Take that. We just started. There we go. New Love Showdown. On the left, we have man number 1. On the right, we have person number 2. HX Shimsy, it has been a minute. How are you doing? How are you doing? Modern Metaphysics Man, embrace the PJs. It's getting to be 90 degrees here in Texas. 90 degrees here in Texas. So the PJs, I believe, are going to be out soon. It's a bit colder now. Save the Kings video for something special. No, I'll do the Kings video next week, and then I'll do the rest of the stuff. So right now we have a new love showdown. We're going to do person number 1 over here, and person number 2 is over here. So we got the ultimate showdown, the ultimate choice here. Who is going to be, this is DG and this is DS. So G and S. Let's find out about the showdown and find out what is going on with that. All right. So G is over here and S is over here. And the sun is not looking good for S. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's get the chat box out of the way temporarily. The sun has some issues over here. A bit of an issue. Luthien, welcome. Hello, what's going on? Margaret, hello. Hey, how are you doing? You got it. Okay, awesome, Margaret. That's so good to hear. Sorry about that, Margaret. I'm glad that you got it, and hopefully you enjoy the deck. Let me know if you have any questions. And Margaret, we have a series going on YouTube, and I'm going to do one more video every week until we cover the entire deck. So if you're kind of interested in seeing it as well, there we go. All right, so DG Judgment, Queen of Coins and Seven of Cups. This is kind of interesting here. I have to say, this is kind of interesting here. I would say that, all right, the biggest complex that we have, with the biggest piece of the puzzle as we sort of moving over here, and we're trying to do a little bit of this. DS has some issues. The Emperor, I think DS could be a bit overbearing, could be a bit thick, within the, I like myself, and I hope you like me too, because I'm going to talk about myself all day. Brianna, thank you for your $1.99. What is going on, Brianna? All right. So yeah, Vegas is not open anytime soon. I can't even take a vacation. I want to go play some blackjack, and I can't do it. I guess I'll do it online. I don't know. All right. XX Shimsy, focus on mental health. That's good. Animal Crossing is good as well. There you go. So I bet they have a bit of the self-complex. DS has a bit of the love for the self, and that may not be too good, because the sun being reversed right after that says it could be, it's not really shining a light on them. It's not really bringing their positive traits to light. So they seem to have a bit of that, right? The Emperor, maybe a bit of the overbearing, maybe the bit I'm in too charge. I'm Aries. This is how's it going to go. I hope you like it because I like it. So, good luck with all that. The Six of Wands, though, says you can sort of put up with it. They have a bit of the spice, a bit of that spice. Is that going to be good? Is that going to be good or not? Do you like the spice? Now, you know what I'm talking about when I say the spice, right? The bit of the drama, a bit of the interesting stuff that happens sometimes. A lot of people like that. Some don't. I don't. I like calm, cool relationships. When you got too much drama, I tend to hang up the phone. I mean, that's just me, because I got drama at work. If I wanted drama, I'll go back to work and work more. I don't want drama when I'm off work. So it's time to rid myself of that. But some people love it. They love it. It keeps that adventure. They like that adventure thing. You have that with DS. Again, ask yourself, is this something that I want to embrace? Okay, so DG has the Judgment card into the Queen of Coins. Now, the Judgment is the rebirth, new opportunities, things sort of exploding in, things sort of having fun, newness, excitement about them. I think DG, you're going to have a better click, a better sort of synchronicity with them. Salma, welcome. What's going on? And CC, hello. It's so good to see you. But Judgment says we have that a little bit of the click, a bit more of that synchronicity going. Unfortunately, we have the Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins is pretty stable. You got to give the Queen of Coins a bit of a motivation to get going. They're late on the projects. They have all these designs. They came up with hundreds of pages of beautiful designs, but they never got anything done. The Queen of Coins, this is going to be a talker. It's going to be somebody that loves to go into great detail, but they never really do anything. So if you're looking for, some of that, that's up to you as well. The Seven of Cups says they have more options overall, and I think you're probably going to be better off with DG. I think DG is going to be a better match overall, unless you just love the spice. So you just said, I don't like the spice. Well, that's going to be better. The DG, I think, is going to be a better match there. So then we have the ultimate love throwdown. It is pajama free as well. Pajama free, ultimate love showdown. You really can't get better than that. You just can't get better, especially on a Wednesday. You can't get, even though Vegas is still closed, you can't get better than that. I'm just saying. So Brianna had a thing. Okay, what is something expected? Tabitha, welcome. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Brianna has, what is something expected that will happen in my life or to me soon? Let's see. Maybe Vegas will open up? I don't know. Let's see. Give me that unexpected. Give me that unexpected. So many jokes. There's so many jokes. Oh, what is an unexpected tarot deck? The Dulac. You didn't see that coming. See, we're already in the unexpected territory. Brianna, you've only been here 5 minutes. and I already just threw down the unexpected stuff. I mean, I'm just saying now. If it was completely unexpected, I just threw it down right there. And let's bump the saturation of this camera up, because that doesn't look good at all. And the brightness is not where I want it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that brightness. Now, Brianna, the unexpected is not the thought. I mean, it's not the thought. I'm just saying right here. It is not the thought. Anyway, you know what would be unexpected? Would be the, you know what would be unexpected? Would be the Rubik's Cube trick. That's nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw the Rubik's Cube trick coming. Absolutely nobody. All right. We have a Rubik's Cube. Is anybody good at solving these? I mean, let me know. Are you good at solving these or not? Anybody? Can anybody solve these things? Because I can't. But there is a better way to solve it other than fiddling around with it. We could sit here and fiddle around with it and get it done and solve it quickly. But the better way is to slam it with our fist. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And when you do that, you end up with Skittles. Who is a fan of Skittles? Well, the chocolate M&Ms. Is anybody a fan of Skittles? Am I the only one that likes Skittles? Maybe so. But that is unexpected. Handful of Skittles. Unexpected handful of Skittles. There you go. You didn't see that coming. You just didn't. I mean, I'm just saying now, you didn't. All right. So let's do the Dulac. The Dulac is indeed unexpected. Rubik's Cube. IFCC, what's going on? Angie, welcome. How are you doing? All right. Every time I hear you say we're pajama, we are pajama free. I mean, I'm just saying. All right. So, let's find something unexpected. You want unexpected? I'll give you unexpected. I'll reverse the cards. That is completely unexpected. What is unexpected? The camera angle being this weird. Can I fix the camera angle? Is that gonna be good or not? And Jolly, welcome. What is going on? Cassandra, hello. How are you doing? Grump, welcome as well. Yeah, Grump, we're just waiting for you. Waiting for you and Gracia to join. Then we're gonna do the magic. I mean, I'm just saying. So the unexpected, what is coming for me, I think one thing is sort of coming out is you have a lot of people sort of watching you. You have a lot of people watching you at work. I think that you're expected to do something that you don't know quite yet. So they have a project, they have some things that need to get done, and I think that they're sort of gonna throw down and and give it to you, basically. So we're being watched. We get the feeling of being watched with this particular card, and that's sort of pointing us again to, there are people that have expectations that you don't know about, and that's sort of coming. So that's going to be unexpected. That is going to be quite unexpected as well. Another thing is that, let's see, you do have someone that is sort of waiting for you to reply to something. So you didn't reply to something yet. They want you to reply. They're interested in you replying, but you just haven't replied. So they're sort of waiting. I don't think maybe they're waiting because they haven't really said anything. They don't want to be rude, but somebody did either ask you a question or get a favor, something like that. And they're sort of waiting for the reply. So we're sort of hanging out here waiting. We're hanging out here waiting for a reply. We have some expectations and they're not being met in this particular individual as well. So I think you have some, financial challenges sort of coming up. I don't think they're major financial challenges, but we have a couple of either extra bills or, speaking of unexpected, we have a couple of unexpected money that sort of needs to get moved around. Well, Song, hello. Thank you for the card compliment. Appreciate that. So, I mean, there's that. There's that. So there's a couple of unexpected items. Hopefully you like that. Let me know if any of that comes true. And that would be pretty cool. So Tabitha wants to know, will the Sagittarius and I reconcile? Let's check that out. All right, is this the love screen or not? Is this the love screen? TM? We do need a reconciliation. We do need a reconciliation. Hopefully you don't get the 3 of hearts. I mean, I'm just saying. What's your favorite card of all time? Let's see. I don't know. I'm thinking the 3 of hearts. The 3 of swords that I just made. That's my favorite card of all time just because I finished it. All right. So, let's find out. With the Victorian Romantic would be good for this. I think the Victorian Romantic is sort of my default deck that I like. My default deck that I like. Should we go the love screen or not? Dragon, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Which projects would be the best to apply myself at this time? We got some great questions tonight. We are getting some great questions. All right. Do you have the Vertical Tarot? It's a new version, 2001. Okay. All right. Getting organized. Gates Crossing. What is going on, Paula? How are you doing? Oh, man. Got an action-packed night. Today was busy. Today was packed with excitement. So it's good to be hanging out here, and all the excitement is over. But it will return tomorrow. The excitement will return tomorrow. All right. So it's good to be relaxed tonight. Relax tonight. Speaking of relaxed, Love Maya wants to know, how will my soulmate be like? Well, there you go. So, will the Sag and you reconcile? The Hermit is really leaning this towards a no. Hermit is really leaning this towards a no. But then we have the unexpected twist in the movie. The unexpected twist in the movie is the Lovers, followed by the 4 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. What did these point to? These point to a relationship. These point to a relationship. So if you're looking for reconciliation, the Hermit says not now. Hermit says we do have a delay. Not only, obviously, the Hermit is the I'm alone card or something like that. But the direction the Hermit is looking is important, because sometimes they're looking left, sometimes they're looking right. So you never quite know which direction they're looking. And because they're holding a lamp, they're illuminating that particular direction. So the Hermit, for example, has a lamp and they're illuminating that direction. So that's important, right? Now, in the context of this deck, the Hermit is looking to the right, to the future. The Hermit is looking to the future and has the lamp and sort of looking, staring that way and going towards that. Now, the Lovers says that we get into something. We get a renewal of a relationship. So this is an important thing here, because the 4 of Wands talks about rebuilding, talks about building a steadiness or building a relationship, building trust, building stuff, right? Just building a home, basically, in the 4 of Wands. So one of the 4 of Wands definition, if you look at it, well, most of the definitions sort of point to, I'm getting to the wheel, hang on. Most of the 4 of Wands definitions point to a home or a house, but it's also this wedding ceremony. If you look at the history, it's also the sort of the setup of a wedding ceremony. In other words, getting back together for relationships. We have 2 of these very strong cards for getting back into a relationship. Now, the Wheel of Fortune has a couple of meanings. One meaning is, in this particular context, is what goes around comes around. So we're talking about cycles, right? We have cycles. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but it keeps coming around. That could be a repetition of the relationship. Could be an off and on relationship as well. Another thing that I lean on, Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Another thing I lean on with the Wheel of Fortune, by the way, is that it's day-to-day activity. It's cycles, day-to-day activity. We wake up, we go to work, we go to bed, we have dinner in between, etc. So day-to-day activity of a firm relationship, building a relationship, Lovers, but right now, no. So yeah, I think you're going to reconcile it. That is an extremely, extremely direct and in-your-face yes for reconciliation, but you're going to have to wait. Not now. You're going to have to wait. So if you're good waiting, reconciliation is possible at a future time. Okay. All right. So Dragon wants to know which projects would be best to apply myself at this time. Dragon, thank you so much for your generous donation. I appreciate it. All right. DD40 wants to know projects would be best? Let's figure that out. What are some good projects? Applying ourselves to a project. I'm thinking the light seers would be good for this. Would be pretty good. Would be pretty good for this particular question. Light seers. He gets crossing. Let's see. Some research. Deck prices can go up and down. That is true as well. Yeah, Abe Books has some good stuff. I miss the old times where we could go into a bookstore, but not anymore. Well, now I think we can. I think the bookstore is open back up, which is good. Depends on your state. If you're in a blue state, you may be waiting a while. You just may be waiting a while. All right, so let's find out about projects and see what is going to be good, bad, and indifferent about all of these projects. The Tower upside down. How interesting is that? All right, let's find out about some projects here. Let's see. The Chariot says that we're moving in a certain direction. We're moving in a certain direction. And the direction is not causing the change that we need. The change that we need needs to be a bit different. Raina, hello, what is going on? So the Chariot, we're heading in the direction. Now the Tower, reversed, says that that direction is just going to give us the same stuff we've always had. So if you're looking for the same thing we've always had, then do the same things that you've been doing. Because the projects that you've been working on, the projects that we've been focusing on, the areas, the pathway we've been focusing on is leading us to the same direction we've always been. So if you're looking for change, you're looking for a bit of a spice, something mixed up, you're looking for something that's going to be a bit more beneficial or relatable more, then that's not where you're headed. So the Chariot says maybe we want to try a different path, different direction, and see where that sort of takes us, right? The Tower reversed again says we're not experiencing that dynamic change. We're sort of stuck in many ways. We haven't sort of gotten to the place that we want to be. And it's almost like that we've tried a couple of different ways to get there, but all the paths are sort of either blocked or not getting us the results that we need. And it's sort of difficult to sort of get rolling 100% within this particular ventures or the ventures that we're sort of interested in, right? So we have a bit of that quandary here. Now, the Queen of Wands, a reverse. The Queen of Wands is the CEO. We've watched my video, yes? The Queen of Wands is CEO. When we say CEO, it's because she has all of the traits. She's hot, cold, she's dry, and she's wet. She has all of the traits that she needs. So sort of like the spy. You remember the Page of Swords? Was the spy. The Queen of Wands is similar to that, but she has more of a juggling capability or more of an ability to get more things going at the same time. So if I need to do my art and I want to try oil painting, watercolor, and acrylic, I can do them all at the same time. That's going to be the Queen of Wands. Now reversed, the Queen of Wands says basically that you're not able to adjust quickly. You're not able to adjust as quick as you need to adjust. So when things are changing, when things are adapting, when things are coming up that you have these new opportunities, you're not able to quickly adjust enough to those to make to open those doors, to get that advantage going. That's what you need, right? With the new projects, it's going to be what we need is to find that new passionate thing that we have. We're going to be able to grab the reins on that and head straight forward. And that is going to be one of the big factors here, that we just aren't able to adjust fast enough. So be more open-minded or be more adaptable to certain things to where we can quickly and rapidly sort of pick up where we need to be on that. The Five of Swords says that we've had some failed projects before, and those are sort of still sticking around almost. Those failed projects are sticking around. We're not really sure what to do. We don't want to repeat those. But at the same time, we're scared to do a lot of new things. Again, the Tower reverse, the Queen of Wands reverse, we're not getting into those new ventures, the new ventures that we've seen, that we've liked to dive into. We're not doing it. So that's going to be get out of our comfort zone, try something new, try something unusual, and get more ventures going and get some more excitement going within that. And I think that'll be something that you're sort of excited about as well. So Six of Cups says, says basically giving, right? Giving is going to be one of the big things. Giving and anything that has to relate to children or younger people, as far as that, is going to be sort of a focus as well. So the Six of Cups, one of the sort of the translations of this sort of is the child, and we're sort of trading something or giving something out and things like that. So we have the combination there. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Let me know. And Blah wants to know, will my ex-husband's feelings to me, what does he want? So does the ex-husband want something or not? Or what is going on there? All right, let's see. Reading title, change that to Blah. Blah. Ex-husband's feelings, and what does he want? Let's check that out. By using, it has been a minute since we've used the Art Tarot. Everyone does love the Art Tarot, and it has been a while. We haven't used the Wildwood either. Haven't used the Wildwood. We haven't used the Art Tarot. We have been neglecting all these decks. We got the Dulac in. We got the, everybody can calm down now. We got the Dulac in. The Dulac Tarot has made its appearance today. I'm just saying, it's been like a week at least since I have used the Dulac Tarot. All right. Let's check that out and see what's going on with the art. See what the ex-husband wants. Maybe they just want a quickie. Maybe they just want a quickie. Priya, well, marry my current boyfriend. Love wants to know about a soulmate. And Jolly wants to know, can I ask a V to come back and give her connection a chance? Give us a chance. Give us a chance. Let's check it out. All right. The King of Swords. Well, okay. A bit of a sarcastic one there. A bit of a sarcastic one there is what we have. Okay. So it seems like that they think that they're better than you. Okay, the King of Swords, the traditional, I think I'm better than you. I'm a bit sarcastic. I have a bit of an attitude. Maybe not a good attitude, but the King of Swords does definitely have an attitude. So we're approaching this, right? We're approaching this with a need for some water. There we go. All right. So we're approaching this from just attitude of sarcasm, an attitude of flippancy. So that's the thing that we see with the swords. If you look at the video so far, the wands are good for getting things started, getting things moving and having fun with, getting all that, right? The coins are good workers. The cups are emotional. The swords, you have no idea what you're going to get. It's totally random. Completely random what the swords are going to give you. You don't know until you throw it down and hope for the best. That's what you're getting with a King of Swords. They have the power, they have the ability, but they're sort of using it to be a smart aleck and get things like that. The Ten of Cups says they sort of have an idea of what they want. I think that they do want some steady relationship. They do want some steadiness, some stability. The Ten of Cups sort of points to that. It's about having that family and having all the good things and having all these beautiful things in life. And I think they sort of want that, but they really don't want to put forth the effort, or they really want to put forth the resources as well. The Four of Coins, I'm sort of selfish a little bit. I'm a little bit on the selfish side. I want to hang on to what I have. I want to find what I have and earn more. I don't really want to share it. I'm not doing like a six of coins to where I'm just giving it away, right? The Six of Coins, the Four of Coins, totally different feel with this. And the Four of Coins says I'm sort of holding on to this. Why can't I get what I want? Why can't I get the perfect relationship? Well, you're not willing to put forth that effort. You're not willing to put forth things and commitment within that as well. I think they're sort of searching for how to find that commitment and how to sort of to try to figure that out. Holly, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. So Temperance says they're trying to balance all of this out. They're trying to figure all of this out. And it's a give and take. They haven't figured out, how to do the give part of the give and take. Will they do that eventually? Will they sort of ride into that at some point? Yes, the Temperance says they are working on that ability. But again, You're looking at a bit of an attitude, a bit of selfishness. They want something, but they can't figure out how to get it. And the obvious answer to how to get it is to not be so selfish and to, and to be a little more giving and transparent and all this other stuff. So there you go. Blah. So good luck and all of that. All right. So Holly wants to know about the next month for Cindy. Let's check it out. Check it out. Okay. HJ. Oops. Next month for C. Let's find out about it. It's called an aspect spread. It was taught to me when a teacher incorporates astrology. I don't know if you're doing it intentionally or not. I don't know. Brianna, I do nothing intentionally. You know that by now. Brianna, you know me by now. You know I do nothing intentionally. You know why I have four, Brianna, you know why I have 4 cards? Because 4 cards is what fits on the screen. Okay. Speaking of fit on the screen, the Shadowland Tarot is here. It is here. So yeah, Brianna, I have 4 cards because they fit on the screen. I don't think that's a spread. Like you're assuming that I have some wise, like very knowledgeable way of doing things. And in reality, it's just like completely random. But what fits on the screen. What card is next to me, what camera I'm going to use is whatever I have that'll hook up. So, that's basically it. That's basically it. My entire life is arbitrary. You know what I'm saying? Like most people's lives is arbitrary. I'm just saying. So like you're growing up, right? You're growing up. Most people's lives is just half arbitrary. And your parents are busy. And so you draw something. So let's say that you draw the 3 of Swords. You draw the 3 of Swords and you show it to dad or you show it to mom, and mom's busy. So she goes, "That's great. That's fantastic. Now go draw me another one and get out of my hair." And so you're thinking, my God, I'm this, these little 4-year-old kid. You're thinking, my God, I'm like the next Picasso over here. I could draw all day and just produce masterpieces. And so you end up spending all this time drawing. And so what happens? You get good at drawing. And why? Because you practiced a lot because mom wanted you to go away. So now you're really good at drawing. And so now everybody's like, you're really good at drawing. You have all of this talent. You have this innate ability or this talent or something. But in reality, mom wanted you to go away, and so she told you to go draw something else. And so what did you do? You sat there and drew. You didn't go play as much. You went there and drew, and now you're amazing at drawing. So the whole thing is arbitrary. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, no, actually, this is a terrible drawing. See, that's the point. That's why I go in Photoshop, and then I fix it. And it looks amazing in Photoshop, but it doesn't look amazing in real life. So you have to balance that out. It's like a justice card in real life. You have to sort of balance it out and figure it out. Okay. Anyway. All right. Enough of that. Sorry about that, Holly. I went on a rant there. All right. So tell me about the next month for Cindy. The 10 of Pentacles the 10 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups is going to be rough. Gonna have a couple of challenges. A couple of challenges. I mean, I'm just saying a couple of challenges. The 10 of Pentacles is all about having everything that you need, And right now, Cindy doesn't have everything that they need. So they're missing a couple of key components. They're missing some things. And some of those things they've sort of been working at, they've sort of been expecting, but they just haven't really gotten to that point, right? Hello, Priya. Thank you for your donation. We'll check out your marriage to current boyfriend in a minute. But they haven't gotten there. I think that they're sort of expecting that as well. So also, they're having a bit of a challenge emotionally. The 5 of Cups sort of just being down emotionally. There's not a lot of good news to the 5 of Cups. It's sort of this emotional sort of, you're on an emotional roller coaster and you sort of hit that little dip. You hit that little dip there and then you come back up. So that little dip is sort of what we're looking at for the 5 of Cups. I think they have maybe a breakup, maybe something that is sort of stuck stuck emotionally, maybe a bit of depression that's coming back, maybe a bit of, the blues from being at home and stuck at home in quarantine. I don't know. But the Five of Cups says we're having a little bit of a dip emotionally. Again, it could be something separates, something is sort of not there. So we're calling this temporary. And because the Ace of Wands says we have other opportunities coming up. So again, we have this small dip, and then we're sort of going to pick up and go back up. The Ace of Wands is a very powerful card. The Ace of Wands talks about new opportunities, new things that we can embrace, new things that are there for us to reach out and grab. And that's going to be important here because we're sort of have a couple of challenging times. We took that dip. Now it's time for the roller coaster to go back up the hill. And we have some good things coming. We have some positive things sort of hitting us, right? One is the Six of Wands. I think there's either a gift or some other sort of news coming about some action that they've been expecting. So I think that they have a couple of things that they've been expecting for a while. One is completely unrealistic and one is kind of realistic, but we're on the waiting game. We're playing the waiting game. We're a bit stuck and we're having all of this other sort of things, but the waiting game is over soon, not because of the Ace of Wands, because of the Six of Wands being reversed. The Six of Wands is the Lord of victory, the Lord of success. And when that is reversed next to the Eight of Wands, it's like a barrier has been broken. Or, you know what I'm saying? So like you hit the finish line and you break the little ribbon or whatever. It's like one of those things with the Six of Wands. We break through something that is stuck and it's been stuck. And again, I think that she had two things. One is completely unrealistic. They know it's unrealistic. They still expect it. The other is fairly realistic, but they've just sort of gotten tired of waiting. They really don't want to, they really need to embrace they create the reality at some point. And some of this part is that we create a reality via our expectations and how we view the world and things like that. So anyway, so the Ace of Wands says we break through one of these things, and I think we receive something that we've been expecting. So we got some good news there. A couple of down points. That's okay. The roller coaster has to go down. You need a couple of down points to enjoy the up, right? If your life was nothing but excitement and joy and love, I mean, life's kind of boring like that. It'd be great for a while, but then after a while, you'd be like, man, this is going good. It's been going good all the time. Oh, speaking of which, okay. So, you get sheltered. You get sheltered if nothing bad happens to you. There was somebody I knew who had not really experienced anything dramatic because they basically never left the house. So they never really experienced anything dramatic. And one time they had a flat tire, and they freaked out. They freaked out. I mean, they had AAA. All they had to do was call on the phone. Anyway, it's this dude, and the dude freaks out, man, about having the flat tire because it was on the highway and there's cars rushing by. It's like, you got AAA, call AAA, pull way off, shove the car a little farther off the road and call and just relax. I had to calm this dude down, man. I was like, come on, this is really your life tragedy here is having a flat tire on the freeway. All right. Let's see. Will be married to my current BF. There we go. You're quite welcome, Holly. I appreciate you. Holly is amazing. All right. Will be married or not? I hope so. I think that it has been so long since we used the dragon. It has been so long we have used the Celtic or Celtic dragon, and I miss it. I mean, I'm just saying. Whole lot of pop culture reference with that tarot. Indeed. Brianna's sensitive. Brianna, aren't you a Taurus? The Taurus would be like, yeah, whatever. I'm calling AAA. Have a nice day. I'm going to sit here and read my phone, check my email while I wait. I mean, I tell you what would be terrible. What would be terrible is having a flat. Okay, has everybody been on those freeways that the left side is closed? It has the wall, and the right side is closed, it has a wall, and there's no emergency lane at all. There's no emergency lane because you have two walls because there's construction on both sides. Could you imagine what happens if you have a flat tire there? You can't pull over. You're stuck in the middle of the freeway. Like, what happens? I don't know. That's what I don't want. Everybody would be honking at you because you're blocking the freeway. I mean, I'm just saying that would be traumatic. That would be traumatic because there's nowhere to go. You're stuck there, and the lanes are little. So if you had to change your tire, you're gonna have to move into the other lane. Now you're blocking 2 out of 3 lanes. Oh man, they'd be ticked. Everybody would be yelling at you. Okay, so we're gonna marry the boyfriend or not? Let's find out. The Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Ooh, the Page. Oh, the Page of Cups. And Chains. Oh, okay. Ace of Pentacles says, no. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles says that we have something new, and I think you do have a relationship, but you do think that you have a solid relationship. So why do we have the Two of Wands into the Page of Cups? The Page of Cups says there's no romance. I mean, it's like the romance is just not there. The long romance, that long-term romance, we're really just sort of getting into it, really having fun. We're really sort of getting passionate. But the Page of Cups upside down says maybe that's not there. Maybe that's not there. And we just sort of, it's convenient, sort of a convenient relationship. Chains being reversed says there's no real long-term connection as well. So, I mean, we have just a bit of a couple of challenging cards. I do think that you have a bit of, yes, where's Wolfie? Yes, Wolfie. So I do think that you have a better chance of just sort of getting into the boyfriend situation, getting things stable, relaxing, and having a good time for now than I do see sort of a long-term relationship, basically. No long-term relationship. I think it's planned, but it seems like it either crumbles and it doesn't manifest fully, or there's other things sort of in the way. I mean, obviously, if you wanted to get married and both of you wanted to get married, you'd be married and you'd be asking me, how's my marriage going to go? But that's not your question. Your question is, will I be married to my current boyfriend? And the answer is, there's stuff in the way. Your boyfriend's nice. You got a nice relationship. Hang on to it. But long-term marriage, there's not that beef. It's like the Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? Next is, will I meet my soulmate? Let's see. Also having a tire blowout in Chicago. Rush hour on a motorcycle. Oh my God. A motorcycle is rough. I mean, I got to say, when I went to a school to learn how to drive a motorcycle, and I remember the first thing they taught us is always assume that somebody else doesn't see you. And if they do see you, they're out to run into you. They're going to run into you. So basically just be completely paranoid, because you don't have a wreck on a motorcycle. You have a hospital visit on a motorcycle. So that's what they said. Any wreck on a motorcycle is a hospital visit. In a car, you can have a fender bender. That's not a hospital visit. You'd be like, oh, sorry, I think I bumped into you. Here's my insurance. Getting hit by a car, then making them angry at me. Yeah, I see them. If you ever have a flat and you got the 2-wall situation, you need to call somebody and not like physically get out and try to change your tire, because that's you need somebody that has the little flares. They got the flares and the cones and all that. You need those. You don't need just you out like with your car way out here trying to change your tire. Yeah, that's no good. That's going to turn poorly. Let's see. Mike, can you tell me about my health? Had a coronavirus for 5 months and haven't been feeling better. Doctors aren't helping me. Well, Mike, I'm really hesitant. Mike, normally I would give you a reading, Mike, because I just read your question. So why did I read your question? I'm not getting you a reading. But with the coronavirus stuff, people getting sued, channels getting shut down, people getting arrested. Yeah, no. Sorry, Mike, man. Mike, did you have another question, though? I mean, do you have another question? Let me know. But I'm sorry. Normally, I would take it. But with the coronavirus freaking out, no. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry. Okay. We'll do something else, though. It must be small town highways. Yeah. Can I ask if V will come back and give her connection a chance? And Jolly? Let's find out about that. Whoa, when I put Q. Will V come back? Has anybody seen the V TV show? You remember back from the 80s, The Visitors? That was a good series. I watched that a couple weeks ago. I really enjoyed that. All right, the Encore Tarot. North Star Tarot. What's going on? 5 months, a long time, man. Sorry, Mike. All right. So Zia wants to know a boyfriend. Let's see. Greeting, kind of reading on love life, future love. Who will come in? Check about my career. All right. Right now, we're gonna see if V is coming back. That's a good show. That was a good show. I gotta say, man, the 80s had all these movies and TV and all of that that's just legendary to this day. Right? They're still trying to copy it, like the Terminator. Last Terminator wasn't actually too bad. So, I mean, I'm just saying. All right. Are they going to come back? Are they not going to come back? Let's check it out. The Empress. It's looking pretty good. The King of Swords, not so much. Four of Coins, not so much. And Seven of Cups, not so much. Okay. I think you're really hopeful for this. I think that you have some expectations, actually. So you got some expectations about this, the Empress. I think you're in a position where you're ready for V to come back. And I think that maybe you're sort of working the angles that you can to get V to come back. Either that or you had no communication for quite some time. So we just have this weird sort of combination here as well with V. So there seems to be some complexity with V. I think that they may have come back at some point and, you know, and then they left again, or you have an on and off relationship. We have a bunch of sort of interesting things happening with all of that, but the King of Swords says we do have some complexity there, and it may not be the best choice right now. The Four of Coins says they're not really content on giving up what they currently have. They're not content on giving up what they currently have and just jumping back into it. Is that good or is that bad? I don't know. It doesn't seem like they want to fully commit to that. So if you're ready for them to sort of head back and get back what you had, you know, get the video game restore, where we restore the video game from 5 years ago or whatever, that doesn't look like it could be possible. Again, they don't seem ready. The sarcastic King of Swords mixed in with the Four of Coins. I'm just not ready to be giving. I'm just not ready to dedicate this. I'm just not ready to just throw this out and go with what I want to go with right now. I just want to hold on to what I got. Is it a bit selfish? Maybe, but a lot of times they just want to do their own thing right now. This is their time. This is what they want to do. Anyway, the Seven of Cups says you do have other options in the future. I don't think this could work out maybe long term, but you do have other options sort of coming out, right? The Seven of Cups, sort of the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups feel that we have more options in the future. We have that abandonment, you know, sort of feel with the Eight, that we're sort of moving past this and moving on. We're not going to sort of, you know, hang on to this too much or hold on to the expectations when we know that maybe it's not going to work out. We haven't had communication in a long time. It's probably not looking good. All the signs are bad. Maybe let's sort of move on, take the heartbreak, take the hit, and then go on to a different relationship. I think you have other relationships that could be better as well, and an improvement with that and all of that other good stuff. So there you go. All right, well, everybody, thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow night. I appreciate all your donations and hanging out with me and all the chat, all the mods. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. And all right, so I'm going to go eat, and I will see you tomorrow night.